Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Bran's Tale. We're back with our man Bran, sitting in an evac shelter. At the end of the last episode, we sought out people, where we might find them in this world, and we have found a trace of folks, a trace of people far, far to the south, in a town called Eden. There, a refugee center has been set up, and, well, that shall be our destination. As to how we're going to reach this place, however, that is a whole nother journey in itself. We've got to make it past Samberton, Goshen, Randolph, Killingworth, past Bolton, and all the way down. Now, one thing that I am noticing, and I didn't really notice before, is this great big thing here. This river stretches down the majority of the way. Now, once it gets to this point here, I'm not seeing it, so what I'm thinking is that it's extending out into a big lake, and then that continues on down this way, all the way down to Eden. If this is all water around here, I'd be very surprised, but there is part of me that is tempted to see if some kind of watercraft might make it here, might make it down. Now, the only other place that I've seen that I might be able to find something which we might be able to use is up here. We got ourselves a riverside dwelling. Now, I, for the life of me, cannot remember whether or not there are boats that exist in the game just standard. Now, we can create them, but whether or not they're just around, I don't know for certain. So, that's something that we're going to try and experience together. You will notice some changes this episode as well. The sound pack is different. Thanks to some dead guy, I have picked up a new sound pack. This one created by CO.AG, named CO.AG after the music author who has created all of this fantastic atmospheric music that you're going to be hearing in the background of this video. Now, I have actually used CO.AG's soundtracks for a long while in a number of different like D&D games that I play. Really good atmospheric music, and so it's great to see that kind of music brought to Cataclysm because I think it's a very, very good fit. Now, Bran, let's see. How are we doing, my man? Well, we don't really have too much we can eat at this stage. I'm sure we had, we've got a can of tin beans with us. Yes, we'll see if we can make use of those. We don't have any other packs, do we? Nope, that's fine. I'm sure we can make that work. Yes, we can. And so we shall. And you know what? We should actually make sure that that goes back onto our harness. So let's go ahead and activate that harness and just stow the fusion blaster away. As for the tin of beans, we're just going to have to eat them as is. We're at 3,000 power currently. I would like to be a little higher, potentially. So let's see if we can push our stamina a bit. We actually do have our torch and ratchet on. Okay, cool. We'll just leave it on for a little longer. Now, I will be intrigued to see how the sounds are overall. I believe the sound pack is actually using RRFSounds. It's been a while since I've played with that pack, so we'll see how that stacks up against our old pack. I did like a lot of the sounds in the previous pack, but sometimes you just gotta try something new out for a change. I also don't know whether or not we're going to need to hold onto some of these. We definitely want some, for sure. We don't have any more flèche rounds, so I doubt we're going to be able to do much with this sucker. It's a great little handgun. That's really cool. I think we're probably going to have to hang onto the UCP instead. We'll have more of a chance to do something with that. And we are getting a little bit closer to capacity, so we're going to be dropping a few of these things and just leaving them behind. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Alright, Bran, my man. Well, we're tired. We could try and have ourselves a little bit of a sleep, but I think we're going to try and push on to the town of Westbrook. Why Westbrook? Well, because we pretty much lured the entire population of Westbrook out. Moose meat and power armor, yes, I can't forget those things. I'm going to try to forget them. Not purposefully, but I probably will end up forgetting them. No, we won't. We will remember. We will definitely remember. The moose meat's something that we can deal with now. We can cook up a fair amount of that, but we just need the tools to do that with. There are some houses that are kind of semi-close by to there, so we could just deal with that. And you know what? I think that is the safer option. And we might look at doing that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here that's going to lure me into. I don't know why I stopped on the strip club and started talking about being lured into. Anyway, we've got an animal clinic over here. We've got a fast food restaurant. That's a little tempting. There's two strip clubs really close to each other in Westbrook. Okay, town's got it going on. And quite a few radio stations as well, funnily enough. Hardware store. I mean, part of me is tempted to go and check on Westbrook. It is just here. We've got a nice big cathedral as well. You know what? I think we are going to go and have a little bit of a scout up in Westbrook. Just so we can see what's what. We are at the end of a road currently. And oh, look at that. We have an otter and an antlered horror. Nice, near, and close by. Is that I thought it was a manhack over there. Oh no, it's just a whole heap of beavers that we have smashed into pieces. Yeah. Okay, we got ourselves Amigo. Alright, Amigo, I believe, who is fighting a zombie. An antlered horror. Oh, we just got a regular wolf. Okay, well, regular wolf. Let's see. We'll try and prepare ourselves. We're going to turn off these kinetic shock absorbers. We don't need them to be turned on right this second. Everything else that's turned on currently, I am okay with. Yes. We're going to keep an eye on our power, make sure that it is staying up. As this wolf gets in closer, 1 square away, actually, it's already there, so we're just going to have to start swinging, and sure enough, all it takes is one solid, good shot, and that wolf is down. That is more meat for us, however, we still don't really have... Well, I say we don't have the means to cook it. We can cook it, we just need to just get a little bit of wood, and cook it over here. Actually, no, we don't even need that. We just need a little bit of wood, and that's it. So, yeah, let's do that. That's going to be a safer option for us to get good. However, I think it's going to be better for us to take care of these two friends up here that seem to be having a little bit of a tussle. Oh, I like the lighting effect on the Migo. It's almost like this kind of glowing ambient light that's just emitting from its head, and I really am liking the antlered horror. It's actually kind of reminding me a little bit of that movie on Netflix. I'm trying to remember what it is now. It's a group of guys in the forest, they go to Norway. It's freaking terrifying. It's great. Really, really good movie. So let's see. The Migo is severely injured, as is the antlered horror. The Migo is going to try and flee. Let's try and see if we can stop it. We slice out its legs, working in tandem with the antlered horror. As the Migo dies, the horror turns its attention towards us, and with one quick slash, we kill that as well. We're just going to go ahead and smash that corpse. We're going to ignore as the zombie approaches. And we're going to start slashing at him with a quick 1-2. We take him out. Antibiotics, sure, we'll take that. And we'll have a look to see if there's anything we can eat on you that's going to give us a fair amount of power. Your cargo pants, definitely giving us power. Sure, let's do that then. Let us do that. Not getting much from the MP3 player. It is pretty small. We'll go ahead and eat smartphone though. Why not? Why not? Okay, now we just need ourselves a little bit of wood. So we'll start stumbling on over in this direction, and I am just noticing a few bodies that are sticking out here. Oh, that was me meant to be looking, and I was not. It's probably someone that passed here a little earlier. I'm actually really enjoying the look at the cat's tails as well. Everything's looking super freaking nice. Excellent. Right, okay. Anyway, let's find ourselves a branch so that we can go ahead and butcher that. Apparently my fingers are all over the keyboards today. So we got ourselves some splintered wood. What are we going to be able to do with that splintered wood? Well, we're going to be able to use that to skewer some meat and then cook that meat over our hand. So we'll go over towards the wolf here and we'll just start to cut it up into pieces. So we're going to do a quick butchery of this thing, just taking it apart, just getting some chunks of meat. We'll stand to the side and then just take our time cooking up some of that food for ourselves. Okay, 4 pieces, fantastic. We are going to need to get some more skewers to be able to cook up some more meat, but for now, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's one of the nice things about having the ability to just cook something in the palm of your hand, quite literally in the palm of our hand. So we're just going to go get some more smaller branches by whacking this tree down, getting some, and we'll just go ahead and cut you up rather. Yes, just like so. Splintered wood, fantastic, and more splintered wood. Aye aye. And we'll just head back on over here and we'll see what we've got left to cook. Just the scraps of meat. We're not going to get too much from those, but it is most certainly better than nothing. So we'll keep those with us. We'll keep the C4 as well, for a rainy day. The broadsword has taken a little bit of a beating over the last wee while, so we need to kind of try and pay attention to that and make sure that we don't break our loyal sword. A sword which doesn't have a name, and I feel like every good sword should have a name. So it's something that we need to have a little bit to think about as we're wandering around the outskirts of Westbrook. We've got ourselves a cop car off to the side of the road. And what looks to be like a whole heap of gasoline that's just kind of spread out here. Is that gas? No, it's clay. Ah, nice little clay deposit. And we are seeing a sign out here which makes me think minefield. Indeed, that is the case. But I like this little scene here. Just this cop car on the side of the road. A door open and a windscreen smashed. Did something fight its way out of the car, or did it fight its way in? We see no sign of struggle, no blood. So whatever was in here is now long gone. But all the same, we carry along the road. Carry on towards Westbrook. And we see a Z9 in the distance. Perhaps it was the canine companion of the officer who was inside that vehicle. We watch as it approaches. We see a hazmat zombie and a tough one off in the distance. And then, oh joy, one of my favorites, a corrosive zombie. Well, they're always going to be there, aren't they? So that is one down. We'll go ahead and smash you. And it looks like there might be more in the town than was originally thought. I'm tempted to check out the antique store on the outskirts of town. We don't have to make our way entirely inside here. The electronics store would be nice to go and check out, and I would like to see the cathedral as well, just because it is a larger structure. Perhaps there is a chance that some people might have held up inside of there. So we're going to go with the idea of sticking slightly more to the outskirts of town, just because we are seeing quite a few dead, and this is going to turn into an explosion fest otherwise. So we'll let those two approach. Looks like it is just the hazmat zombie and the tough zombie for now, which we are completely fine with dealing with. So we'll let him get close. We'll move to the side. Okay, and same here. There we go. We get that initial little boost from our ninjutsu moving as we do. We'll take the potassium iodide, although I don't think we're going to have much use for it. And let's just see if we can sneak inside of this antique store without too many of them noticing us. The Shocker Brute has apparently... Well, maybe not. They're still just lurking around this... what even was this place? Oh, it's a scrap heap. Right, okay. That's fantastic. That's actually really cool. Look at this, though. This is almost a little too tempting to pass up. We have a Shocker Brute and we have 2 Shocker Zombies. That, in the eyes of Bran, I think looks rather tasty. So, yeah, we might end up doing something with that. We might just... no curtains inside here. I guess I'm not surprised. Let's see, is it just a cane that's hanging out on the side there? I'm not looking for monsters, I'm looking for things. We aren't actually... Oh, right, I'm still filtering? I am, good memory. A walking cane, yes. Okay, so we're not interested in the cane. We are interested in that Shocker Brute, though. There is a cowbell. Needs more cowbell. I don't think we need the cowbell. I'm tempted to take it, but I don't think we're going to need it. It'd be great if it just made noise as you're wandering along. And we have a glass cup. This is a brilliant antique store. Fantastic antique glass cups. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so these three could potentially be a little bit of trouble to us, as they are. We have a few that seem to be lurking around. So the question is, do we want to try and just do a blap, 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 try and blast them with our thing? And by our thing, I mean our finger blaster of a sorts. Or we could try and blast them with the fusion blaster. I want to avoid being too noisy, just because there are quite a few of them around still. I think we will go to the fusion blaster if it looks like the shit is hitting the fan. So for now, we are going to take a precise shot at our friend over there. That was a good hit. Okay, alright, laser noise is nice. It's not, like, obnoxious. I did actually really quite like the last laser noise, but you know, this is good as well. So we got an excavation tool, so even if he is beneath this rubble, we should still be able to get to him. So, lightly injured, we're going to go and take a precise shot, and it's decent, we'll take it. We're at 2k power at the moment, we're using 50 each time we do this, and unfortunately, shocker brutes are a little bit stronger than most, so they're going to take a bit to bring down, so we're going to have to invest a bit of power into this. We can actually see we're going into red power now. Come on, buddy. Severely injured. Another thing we can do as well is activate our metabolic interchange. That is always a, you know, semi-decent option for us. Now, I'm intrigued to see whether or not we're going to get the attention of some of the other zombies here. It looks like, yes, indeed, we have. Okay, so that's that question answered. We've got a corrosive zombie who is wandering towards us. So the corrosive zombie is the only other one, that we need to take out at range. Apart from this bad boy over here, who's kind of semi-snuck up on us. Okay, it's a good hit. We're just going to continue with our finger laser for now. Nearly killing this thing. There we go, fantastic. That's 2 CBM sacks down. Alright. And they start to filter in. The corrosive zombie, we just need to keep an eye on. Looks like the others are trying to fight their way in through this place, and that's fine. We'll start to take on the hazmat zombie, as he is. And we're just going to keep our eyes up towards the top, looking out for that corrosive zombie. There it is. So we're going to try and back away a little bit, and we're going to start blasting at this thing. And we hit it. Headshot for 20 damage. And another. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's take this thing down. So acid is spraying out all over the show from this thing. As finally, with one more headshot, we take it down. So there is one more shocker that we know about that is lurking about here somewhere. We'll try and deal with this swimmer just by themselves before we try and move up on the others. There we go. Let's see. Huge boomer, apparently. Let's go after the shade zombie. Make sure. Oh, hey, friend. Hello. Hi. That wasn't so nice. Alright, that was good. Good shot. See if we can get some more like that, huh? That's what I'm talking about, Bran. That's what I'm talking about. We just need to not forget where those are. Okay, so, yeah, there's a little bit of damage going on out there. We're going to start smashing some of these corpses, just so that they aren't going to be able to get back up. The corrosive zombie, especially. We're just going to do a quick butcher of them. Feral Hunter is approaching. Let's stop, because they can jump on us quite quickly. We've got a tough zombie coming from the north as well. Okay, we'll get that movement in. 1, 2, just like that. Okay, and quick butchery. There we go. Let's get our stamina back before we do anything else at this stage. And then I think we want to start trying to collect our belongings from beneath here. So we can't... Oh, we cleared up the pile of rubble. Fantastic. Just like that. Now we don't want everything else that comes along with the zombie. So we're just going to go like this. Grab them and let's take these filters off, huh? Remove. Okay, we just want the shocker brute corpse, and we're going to start hauling you along like so. Ignore. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and release them now. Stop hoarding items. And similar thing here, we're just going to go ahead and, well, we can't do that, so we'll take the corpse from here, move you across to here, just like so. Just a way for us to gather everything together. And the final one died just up here, so we're going to have to clear some rubble, and that's fine. The shady zombie is going to approach. Let's see, ignore? Yeah, the shady zombie isn't going to be able to see too much during the day. They're kind of a little blind. That's okay. We'll let them wander about for now. And we'll go and drag this one down here to join up with the others. Now the tough zombie can be a little troublesome. It's making a bit of noise, so we'll go and take it down. Just like that. And I think that is all of the dead that were around there. So we'll go and start dragging these two down towards the antique store, which is where we're going to work on them. See what we can gather from their bodies. A good space to work, tearing at them. It's kind of a little grim, but you know, Bran does what Bran does. Okay, not much there. Power storage and a burnt out bionic. We take what we can. 50 minutes. Oh, is that because it's like how long it would take me to butcher the power storage CBM? Interesting, so I can actually take those apart. I think we get plutonium cells from that, from memory. We'll go ahead and dissect our second. We'll use our inhaler. We're feeling tired, stop dissecting? No. Oh, an ethanol burner, which we already have. So we can probably just eat that CBM to get a little bit of power back because we're getting a little low. We're getting a little low. So let's have a look. The ethanol burner, we can just go ahead and eat that as is. So, sure. We'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. A little bit of power. We've still got some meat, so I'm tempted just to turn on metabolic interchange just so we can start getting a little bit of power back. Wouldn't mind going until we get to very hungry. There we go. Let's go ahead and have that cooked meat there, and we'll have these scraps of meat. Now, I don't want to go hungry, per se. I would rather we weren't. Those scraps of meat don't do much for us. Let's go ahead and turn that back off. Now, we're at 2k power. Anything that we want to be turning off? No, everything else is okay. And we've just got you left, don't we? Yeah. Alright. Let's do this thing. Shock a brute, dissect the corpse. We should really get some sleep, and I agree. Right? And I believe we've already got both of those, so more power to us. Now, if we have a look, we can't see any that we can actually take apart, but the power storage ones we definitely can. I'm fine with us just eating these for a little bit of extra power. The anti-glare compensators, and the unified power system CBM. Just like that. And it is night at this stage, so I think we might try and see if we can just tuck ourselves up on that stool and just kind of sleep, you know, just leaning over the counter here. Not the nicest, but you know, it could be a lot worse. I think we're also out of water at this stage. No, we've got 5 left. Fantastic. We can deal with that. And we will attempt to sleep. Try to. We're not going to set an alarm. We're just going to comfortably fall asleep and allow our body to heal over the evening. We're more than likely going to wake up feeling semi-refreshed, but there's still a chance that we're going to become tired quite quickly soon after. It's one of the unfortunate things that happens when you go to sleep and you're dead tired. You're going to wake up tired, pretty much. So, very good simulation of real life there. But we've gone through the entire evening. We wake up revitalized. Our muscles are feeling good. Feeling good. Great. That's good. Well, we'll have some clean water to start with. Just like so. Our power is at 3,000. Okay. It must have been the last few things that we ate that I just didn't think about. Because we've got no other power generation on at this stage, other than from our walking. Right, what else do we have here? The power storage CBMs, we definitely want to be taking those. And the burnt out bionics, they're good for making things, but for us to come across the super alloy metal, it's a little bit of a stretch for us to find it. Although in saying that, How much do we have with this? We got another 700 power here for us to install. The offensive defensive system CBM we already have, so I'm just going to go ahead and eat this one. I'd rather bring back a burnt out bionic than one that we already have, so we'll do that instead. Alright, we're very hungry even though we've been eating bionics all day, and we have 2 hazmat zombies and a fat zombie wandering about. And what are you? Are you a gym store? I don't know what you are. I don't even know what you are. Oh, you're a clothing store. Right, okay. Cool. Beans. Well, let's start to wander over and just take these 3 out. Okay. Alright. Hazmat zombies spotted. Ignore them. We'll just do our business, and then we'll take care of the hazmat zombie. So, a lot of hazmat workers in this town, funnily enough. Which is more than a little interesting. What that one up the top there had died and come back. Ooh. Okay, it's a decent pistol. We're actually not going to take any of that. They're all filter mask cartridges in there as well. No gas mask cartridges. That's fine. Alright, so let's mark this place as explored. We've seen that. The scrapyard we've kind of seen as well. Very tempted still just to have a quick peek at the cathedral just to see what's going on there. But we do need to get home. I will have a look at this place along the way, so I think it's probably a good idea for us to go up around the town, up past the cathedral, and then just around, because we're looking at dense urban housing up here. So we could have a fair few dead for us to deal with. Okay, we spotted a smoker zombie. Well, we could just blast him, but I think we're gonna risk the coughing fit. So what I could have done then is turn on our infrared vision, and we'd still be able to see him through the smoke. But, you know, we had a good idea of where he was. I think that smoke didn't actually affect us all that much. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're doing okay. Contact lenses, ninjutsu, momentum shift. Okay, so we're going to stick to the edge of town, just like this, and hey, we might actually have some apricots here. Brilliant. Alright, let's go ahead and eat them. Handful of apricots. Yes, please. Excellent. Nice. Okay, so obviously the forest can be a really good source of food for us. It looks like we've got some blackberries here, maybe? Blueberries. Alright, let's eat a handful of blueberries. A good source of vitamins for us as well. Very nice. Just pick and eat as we go. A good way to do things, really. And we have a survivor zombie up by the church, so perhaps our theory was right. Some people came to the cathedral, attempting to survive. Great, we got a smoker. Okay, alright. Come on, you. Don't do that. Okay, and let's back out of the smoke. Thankfully, it didn't affect us too much, but we've got to deal with this survivor zombie at the same time. Okay, there we go. With the critical, we finally managed to take that thing out. As we have a Rottweiler running towards us, we deal with him as well. Alright, well, we're going to be a little out of breath here, but that's all right. Molotov cocktail. I think we might leave that one here, just for safety's sake. Fire can be a very fickle tool. Right, so we have a decent number wandering about up here. Who do we have? We've got, wow, bloated zombies for days. Okay, well that's a little frustrating. I mean, thankfully they don't take too much of our finger blaster to take them down. Generally. They're not the most robust creatures in the world. But there's enough of them there that they could be potentially troublesome. Let's see if we can get one off in time. A shot, I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, alright, backing up, running away. This guy's about to explode. And we're going to go for you behind if we can, good sir. And we can. Thank you very much. Let's get ready to engage. Alright, what do we have? A Remington. I don't think we're going to be picking up a shotgun, but we might be eating a shotgun, potentially. Let's see, what are we going to get the most amount of power from? Well, the Remington actually has quite a bit, so we literally just shoved a shotgun down our throat and incinerated it. You know, as you do. Regular, normal thing to do in a game. And what book do we have here? It is a sports novel. A very good one, I'm sure. Alright, those are both smashed. That's good. We'll go and smash these corpses. Just make sure there's nothing breakable there first. Spray can, it's fine. Just have a bit of a breather. We're still running, so let's stop doing that. And what do we have over here? Not much, really. Not much. We do have some friends who are outside, and hey, okay. Oh, hello. I was going to say semi-decent military vehicle. It is Z9, trapped inside a vehicle. Well, we'll release you, friend. There we go. Get arms on the ground. Pulp Z9 corpse. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what's inside the vehicle here. I don't think there's any ammunition. By the looks of things, there isn't. But there are the mounted. Okay, this is actually. Oh, it's lacking wheels. So some dick came along and just stole the wheels. Originally, the kind of theory with all the wheels being gone on many cars was it was the acid rain that fell in the early days. I say early days because Cataclysm used to have acid rain in it, but it was removed because it kept on killing everything. So yeah, it was a weather condition that could happen, and yeah. Oh, screwdriver cocktail. Well, I mean, like, we could just drink that right now, right? I mean, why the hell not? I'm sure that was a good idea, right? Yeah, definitely. We just had a little hit, and we'll move up towards here, which it seems that the dead are already inside and in force. So we were right. People did come here, but unfortunately, they perished here as well. Looks like they might have been locked inside. Wow! I was just kind of kidding around, but that's really the case here. That's amazing. I love it. It's so fitting, and it's very reminiscent of the barn scene in The Walking Dead. Just all of these dead just making their way out of here. We actually need to try and get into this opening if we can. Well, it's not going to happen. Okay. Those are some numbers. Alright, Bran. Press that button on your hand, activate the offensive-defensive system, and start slashing away. Let's keep an eye on that power. We slash through one, and the next, and the next. Slowly working our way through. Actually, I say slowly. Quickly working our way through. The large amount of dead inside. God damn, you are a machine, son. You are a machine. Alright. Well, that worked. Okay. We're just gonna have to go ahead and start smashing all these corpses because we got a lot here to work through. So just absolute bloody mess out the front of this place. This Bran just like smashes skull after skull, making sure that they're not going to revive in any kind of fashion. Right, what do we want to grab from here? We can take the Prozac, we can maybe get some of the batteries from that, and we can get some batteries from that as well. There's a few things here we can collect batteries from, it would seem. E-ink tablet PC as well, yes, we can also use you. What else we got? We got another bloody Remington. That's 400 power right there. Well, let's go ahead and just eat the Remington real quick. Yep, that's the thing we're doing. Remington, there you are. Fantastic. Yes, it does have shotgun shells in it, but that's okay. It's all part of it. So unloading. Let's go and unload some things here. So we've got the MP3 player. We've got the second MP3 player. We have the vibrator. We have the handheld game system, the cell phone, and the e-ink tablet PC. Now if we go to eat, and if we eat our batteries, we've only got 3 batteries. Why? Because we dropped the rest on the ground, probably, because it was too much for us to carry. So let's see if we can find where those batteries might be. We couldn't do anything with that, so let's just eat the smartphone. And just have a little bit of a scroll down here, see if we can... There we go, 236 batteries. Brilliant. I don't think there's much here. We got a 63. Pants generally have a little bit more energy associated with them. It's just so bizarre. So freaking bizarre. Okay, we've got a lot of 2x4s as well. We could just eat those. Really, we're okay. I only really want to eat big energy things, just so we're not standing here just eating stuff all day. Alright, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Let's take a step inside this place. Go ahead and activate our any moment now. Implanted night vision. Oh, it's very hard. Oh, I was going to say it's really hard for us to see, but it's because it was the light that was kind of blinding us slightly. We can go down beneath the cathedral, and that we shall. One of my favorite bases in Cataclysm is actually the cathedral. The first ever long-term game I did myself, I was based in a cathedral. And it's a good spot, but we can hear that there is some noises going on beneath us. Right, okay, well let's go open up this crate over here, because I think we still have the power to do just that and only that with our integrated toolset. Okay, that's just this leading outside. And yeah, let's go downstairs and see what might be making all that racket. Let's see what we've got. We'll keep our view on for now. And by view, I mean our night vision. The door is locked. Well, let's see if we can... We can't pry it, can we? Because our pry tool is not worth anything anymore. Yeah. We need to get a lockpicking tool of sorts. We can just bash the door down. And that will do. Noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Okay. Yes, please. We're very close to capacity at this stage, so... Okay, we eat all of the chicken noodle soup. Fantastic. Dust mask, we got some thread there. Okay, what do we got? Fire extinguisher. We got some specs, and we've got some energy cola. Wow, we are that close to being completely... Yep, too much stuff. Too much stuff. I kind of want to hold on to some of these cans just because we throw them away so often, but they are actually quite useful. At the same time, we've got 15 things of bloody splintered wood. We don't need to have that many. Okay, that door's locked as well. That's fine. What's stashed in there? Aspirin. We don't need you anymore. Okay, so there is one of the first noise culprits. Oh, hi there, team. So this is a instance where the fusion blaster rifle would go quite well. However, in saying that, it's also a terrible idea because we're underground and the fire will spread and just murder us. So let's see if we can actually hit this bloated zombie between everyone else. Apparently, it's not happening. But it looks like he has actually taken the lead there. There is another one behind, which I'm a little worried about. Oh, hello, crawling zombie. Hey, we're just gonna be standing in this space here, fighting them as we can. And we do have some charges in our survivor mask. Let's see if we can get this thing on in time. And that we do. We, as quick as we can, put it over our mouth. And I don't know if we need to activate it or not. Prepare to use. Yeah, so if I see him, I will prepare to use it. Although we might not even have to. At this stage, this is kind of working out for us. Alright, where's this bloated zombie? Step into hazy cloud? No, do not step into the hazy cloud. No. Where am I missing this? Where are the hazy clouds? I see you. Oh, now I see the hazy clouds. Okay, PYP. Oh, I thought we ran out of power then for a second. I was freaking the hell out because I couldn't target anything. It's just because he's further away, I believe. Wow, wow, wow. There were a lot of people here that tried to make it. Tried to survive and did not. And he's gone and disappeared. Oh, there's quite a few of them. Yeah, I mean, we've got their attention now. So I'm going to prepare to activate this thing. Yep, let's go ahead and activate it. Okay, we prepare our gas mask, and so we can just walk through this stuff, and we should see the charges going down. I don't know how quickly they go down. Let's have a look where we're at. 100, so it's active at this stage. I'd like to be trying to fight them one at a time, because yes, while we are very, very strong, it's still good to be smart with how we're dealing with them. So we'll just keep on luring them into the doorway here. Let's go ahead and call out to them. We're going to yell. The sound of your voice is significantly muffled. Well, yeah, because we're yelling with the gas mask on. Okay. Looks like the area is clearing up somewhat. Let's check in on that gas mask. 86. Wow, yeah, so that went through quite quickly. It looks like most of the smoke has dissipated. It's a little hard to tell with this on. I think we're still on some of it. Hazy cloud, hazy cloud. No, we should be fine to deactivate it now at this stage. So activate. Oh, it's already active. Ah, so you can't deactivate it once it's active. We'll just have to go ahead and take it off then. Is it still just going to go down over time? Because that'd be really frustrating if that's the case. So it's on 85. Let's just wait a turn or two. Wait for some of the others to turn up. And this is when the other one's going to turn up, isn't it? I bet. No, it's staying on 85. That's good. And we've got one all the way down there. So let's see if we can target the sucker. Pretty good chances to hit. That targeting CBM we got was great. The boomer explodes. Okay. Alright. Come on, friends. It's time to put an end to all of you. So many. Oh, wow. There's even more still up there. Alright, come on. That's not a corrosive zombie, is it? No, it's just a fat zombie, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Can they even see me? Do you see that? There's noise on the other side of the wall here, and I think they're trying to get towards that. So we walk forwards with destroyed beds, the green of our night vision empowered eyes illuminating the space. As we stand on a spot, just a whirling dervish, our broadsword slicing through body after body, we hear more noises on the other side of the wall. But we must deal with this group first, and so we start to go to work, smashing through all the remains, and there are many. It takes time, but we get there, Bran. Bit by bit, we work our way through, ignoring the thumps, the whumps on the other side of the wall. Let's take a breather. Finally, let's see exactly what they had on them. The kind of things you'd imagine anyone to have. They weren't preparing to survive. They probably came here very, very soon after, and have stayed here ever since. Laptop computer might have a little bit to it in terms of power, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay for power right now. So let's just continue on throughout this space. Cranberry juice is rotten. Okay, we've got some grape drink. Nice. And oh, fantastic. I did not even see that there must have been one inside that room. Well, that's great. So we've been poisoned, but I believe we can get rid of the poison by dealing with the blood filter. Let's just do an analysis first, just to see. No effects. Okay, so blood filter will not affect the poison, the toxin that's in our system, which is kind of dumb, but you know, that's okay. Oh, that leads to the outside, of course. We'll take the 38 rounds, yeah, sure. And we'll close that door so that no more can wander in. Chicken dumplings. Don't mind if I do. Irradiated lemon. So it looks like we're getting closer to where this noise might potentially be coming from. So we've got a locked door that way. Really don't know what to expect here. Oh, hello. More friends from outside. Okay, yeah, I've spotted you. We're not going to be able to... Let's just grab all your stuff, move it off so that we can close that door again. More locked doors. Okay, alright, fine. We're getting to work. Let's lock this thing down. Alright, so this is a storage room of sorts. Let's just have some of the clean water that's here, and we'll unload the rest into our packs. So we'll just go clean water, drink that, and then let's just unload that into a container, into our container. Grape drink, sure. And mineral water even. Wow. Hot diggity damn. Now we're talking. Do we want to take the mineral water? Yeah, sure. We're hungry and we're in minimal pain at this stage. Okay. So let's have maybe the dumplings that we picked up. We cannot finish them all. Sure. It's because we were slaked, that's why. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be this door over here. I do not know what we're going to find on the other side. So Bran, prepare yourself, friend. We start to wump on the door, and we're actually struggling to do damage to this door. But finally, it does open, and through on the other side, in what looks to be some kind of catacomb almost, we see a child and 2 zombies walking around. Perhaps a child and her caregivers. We step inside, and immediately to our right, we can see a strange creature, a blank body, featureless, but perhaps it's just our eyes. Move ahead, regardless, as shade zombies surround us. We slash again as we move towards the grouping. In the distance we see yet another. We continue to slash through until no others remain. Time for a breather. And perhaps a chance to investigate whatever the heck this is. A bruised blank body. Unfortunately, it's not going to give us any information as to what the blank body is, but essentially it is a featureless, pale body of sorts. There were 2 of them just wandering around in the basement of this place. And the dead killed it. Whatever they were. And there is something else here. A small relic made of bone and silver. A small relic from a forgotten saint. As extraordinary as the world has become, it may have some power yet. Who knows? We'll go ahead and take it for now. Perhaps wear that about our neck. Just remember this place and the oddities that we've seen here. A reminder that there is still a lot of unknowns in the world that we do not fully understand yet. Alright, Bran, let's make our way back up to the surface. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. We can see we've got a bloated zombie, we've got a skeleton and a tough zombie wandering in the distance there. And it looks like another military vehicle, so perhaps they did try to evacuate a number of people up towards here. But, well, it just didn't work out for them. If the water table contaminated, the population falling to this was a given. Alright, let's get smashing. Breathing, and then seeing what's left. Really, all I'm doing is just seeing if there's anything that jumps out to me. Okay, we are going to continue on towards the riverside dwelling, because I would like to know before we wrap things up in this episode whether or not we are going to be able to sail down that river in the future. We may not. We'll find out together, won't we? Okay, we got ourselves a grabber. And a few others. Let's prepare to be grabbed. Come on then. Okay. Do what we can. We will take you. Nope, we'll leave you behind. And another. Okay. No, we've got a few wandering over. Perhaps folks from inside that, well, did actually make it out before the lockdown happened. Cash card doesn't have much on it. Alright. Breathe, Bran, breathe. So we are losing stamina over time because of our, hey, it's a pork pie hat. A mobile meth lab. Oh, okay, well now I understand why it's a pork pie hat. I mean, I don't think he wore a pork pie hat, but you know. Nice, this is essentially a Breaking Bad van. Cool. Very nice. We'll leave that as it is. We're not going to have any need for that. Ooh. Okay. We're noticing something else now. A fungal zombie shuffling in the distance. And a spore cloud. We did encounter in the lab those strange tendrils emitting from a portal in the ground. Very Stranger Things. And now we can see some creatures stumbling along the surface. Let's see if we can investigate them. Oh yeah, look at those bad boys. Once human, fungal tendrils now sprout from his mouth, eyes, and other orifices, holding together a shambling mass of mold-covered flesh. We have a fungaloid, a pale white fungus, one meaty grey stalk supporting a bloom at the top. Spores are periodically expelled from its gills, and a few tendrils extend from the base, allowing mobility and some basic means of defense. This thing is just slowly moving across the ground, and we can see on the ground a portion of these spreading fungal tendrils of sorts that we had seen before. In this, we see a cloud drifting through the air. A mass of spores from the sides of a balled fist wafting around in the air. That, I imagine, we'll want to avoid. Now, looking on our map here, I don't see, unless you are, there's the fungal bloom all the way up there, so we can see that already they're extending down quite a ways. The riverside dwelling may already be taken, so to speak. So, if we're to make our way across, we might have to take a little bit of a journey through the town rather than up the top. As we can see others attacking one another. Alright, let's just keep on moving through. We've got a lot of dead here. Those poor chicks, I don't think are going to make it. We're going to try and stick to this side of things. And I'd like to see if we can get this vehicle going. We're going to have to deal with these poor children to start with. Okay. Well, I think the vehicle might have been working. Not anymore. That zombie soldier's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Nothing we can't handle. Looks like we got the attention of most of the things around here. And unfortunately, our mood is going to be pretty sour after killing all those children. Thankfully, it didn't actually stack all that much. We are going to have to smash what remains of them to be sure that they don't come back and start attacking us again. Stop smashing. Yes. There we go. And done. Alright, so what do we have among all of you? Nothing too much. No. Alright. Oh, there was actually some food, but I think it might have been inside the grocery store. That's okay, we don't need too much right now. Right. It's lacking wheels. That's fine. It's an electric bicycle though, so that would have been really quite nice for just zipping on back home. We got ourselves another church down here. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. We've got a shriekling and a zombie dog who are very interested in us, so sure. We'll do something about that. And for these two, we'll just go ahead and see if we can bring them down. Alright. Delta distance. And we have another. Alright. 1, 2. And we have a zombie child wandering up to say hello. We'll go ahead and grab these 9mm rounds for the time being. And we'll just go ahead and drink that orange soda on the ground. Nice. Onwards we go, Bran. Onwards we go. Let's see if this vehicle works or not. We've got a zombie brute. Okay. Examine. It has gas, it has battery, and it's good to go. Okay. Most damaged. Cannot fees. No keys. This wire will start the engine. Okay, the car engine starts up, and just like that we have a working vehicle. Fantastic. So let's see if we can take this vehicle across the way here. We don't have a huge amount of gas, so it's not going to take us very far. We can't expect it to. But we're going to go ahead and step on that gas to see if we can ram through some of the dead here. There was a zombie hollow. And there were quite a fair few that are wandering around in these fields. We want to make sure that we're not going to... Oh dear me. Oh dear me. That's a fungaloid. Great. Well, we want to avoid them where we can. They seem to be just wandering. Just slowly but surely. With lethargy making their way across the field. Do not like one bit. Okay. And that's the river. Let's see if we can make it to the bend, because we should be able to cross at that point. Let's see how we're looking. This is going to be it, I think. And there is a fungaloid. Fantastic. And we actually just ran straight in through a boulder, which is great. I'm actually going way too fast here. Let's see. Wow, we stopped just in the nick of time there. Stop driving. And it's a little bit more of a swim than I thought. A little bit more of a swim. It's actually, I mean, I can't see anything on the other side. Any kind of, yeah, watercraft. We'll only know for sure if and when we make it to that other side. We're quite encumbered. I won't lie. Swimming can be dangerous. We want to go ahead and use our sheath to put our broadsword away. We want to make sure that we turn off our ratchet. Are we going to do this? Dive into the water? Yes. We sink like a rock. Let's get the frack out of the water. Not a great option. Not a great option. It's been a while since we swam, apparently, and yeah, our swimming skill is 0. So, not exactly a great option. I'm just going to put it down to the fact that we are just covered in equipment, and it's going to be very, very heavy. It'll be a miracle if we can get this thing starting again. The zombie child is covered in tiny spores. The spores transform the zombie child into a fungal child. We've seen the process happening. I imagine we're a little afraid now. We're going to start backing this thing out to try and get away from them. As the zombie child walks towards us, the fungaloid itself seems to be almost nonchalant about our presence, uncaring. A different kind of creature. Its motives alien to us. We need to make our way back down through Westbrook and back across that bridge to collect power armor and other goodies along the way. Thankfully, it's nice and close to the lab, so we're going to step on it and attempt to make it there. This vehicle will only take us so far, however. And let's see how we do. Spore clouds are disintegrating as we start to rush on back down towards the town, pushing out the way. A tough zombie. We're going to have to make our way to the main stretch. We start to spin the car around, moving past a firefighter zombie, knocking him off the side of the vehicle. It seems that, wow, there is a pretty damn decent number of dead through here. We drive past a zombie master. Actually, with, I was going to say relative ease, but wow, we only just made it past that juggernaut there. Okay, so this is not the road that we want to be going on. We need to start trying to take a sharp turn at this point, and we just managed to pull out of it as we're racing towards the hardware store. Is that a killdozer? It certainly looks like one. Yeah, it's a bandit freaking bulldozer. Yeah, that's got a freaking flamethrower on the top of it. A turret mount. That thing there is an absolute beast. That would get us south. That is a project for us. Let's go onto the map here, and I'm just gonna make a note and just say Killdozer. Dozer. I don't even know how to spell. Killdozer. We'll go with that. Let's not try and ram into it if we can. All right, there we go. And we can breathe a little bit. We've made it away from the horde. We start to make our way out of town. From here, it's just following the road down. Eventually, we will reconnect with it and travel across the bridge. We're going to have to just slow down a lot to be able to do that. Oh. Okay. Easy does it. Nice and easy. Not so easy, apparently. Okay, and there we go. Making it across the bridge. And yes, we could siphon some fuel out. I'm not so concerned about our fuel levels right in this stage. Or, well, we're actually leaking it, so, you know, it's not going to get us much further. We've done damage to this thing. But we're going to approach, we're going to see if we can find where this power armor was. It is a little bit more to the north, and just look at this mess that we left behind. Just body after body after body. The blood's still staining the ground. And a lot of CBMs that we just left behind. That's where the basic power armor is. Yep. Okay. Actually, is that would have to be it, right? I guess I've just made note of it else, like a little bit further away. So, oh, that's us, I think. But we can drive a little bit further. I really don't think we're going to be able to get this car back home. I wasn't anticipating on doing that. We'll just go ahead and pull this thing up here. Stop it. Stop driving. We'll take it as far as we can. I don't imagine that's going to be very far. So yeah, that's the moose meat just over to that side there. So the basic power armor, we definitely want to be bringing that back with us. As to how we do that, well, it's not that far. We could end up just dragging this all back with us. Yeah, so that's just the infrared vision, adrenaline pump, and it is amongst all these filthy things, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there we go, we had a big yawn coming on. Okay, yeah, basic power armor. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and wield that for a second. It's heavy, but it's not actually too heavy for us. Let's see if we can get away with just dumping it into the boot. Okay, just fits into the trunk. Let's see how far we can drive this thing for. Engine starts up. I mean, it must have next to nothing left. Let's not have a look at the gas. Let's just see how far it takes us. I'm imagining maybe another 100 meters. But we are very close to home, so we don't need to make it all that far. See if we can get a little bit more life out of it. Take it up to 25. It can make it. Oh wow, why am I... There is a bit of delay going on here. That was a little concerning. Well, we actually seem to be okay. I think we might be able to make this back the majority of the way. Okay, nice and easy. And I believe it's the next one down that we're going to want to try and go past. We need to thread the needle here, yet again. Ah, that's not what we want. I did not see you there. Yeah, that's not going to be exactly easy for us to maneuver around. You know what? It's not that far. We can make it. We're going to stop driving. We're going to activate our sheath. We're going to open the door. Murder the feral hunter. Okay. And let's go ahead. Sheath that. Get items. Basic power armor. Wield. Now we don't have a helmet for this thing, unfortunately, and you do need to have a helmet for it to be a sealed unit. But for now... Did I set that house on fire? I actually
don't remember whether or not I set that house. You know what? We probably did use our fusion blaster on, near, or around that house, which is a little frightening. Stop wielding the basic power armor. Yeah, drop it. There we go. Wow. So we've got quite a blaze there. Dispose of that. Store it in a scabbard. Yeah, let's just watch the fire for a little bit. As the building slowly turns to just ash and stone, and the fires slowly start to stop. Oh, we got a shocker brute. Okay, well, I was trying to finish the episode, shocker brute. God damn it. It's always the way. Alright, well, I guess we're dropping that. We're going to have to start trying to blast that shocker brute from a distance, just to see if we can weaken him up. The second that we get the ability to absorb electric attacks, it's the dielectric capacitance CBM. That is just like game-changing for us fighting these things, because we just don't take any damage from electricity. Essentially neuters them. Alright, well, let's see what you got on you then, bad boy. What have you got? Okay, I believe we have all of those, so thank you for your contribution to our stuff and things. Okay, let's just have something to maybe eat and or drink. I don't think we have anything to eat. A handful of apricots. I lied. We'll take the energy cola to give us a little bit of a boost. I'm really just trying to get rid of some of the things from our inventory so that we might be able to carry a power storage CBM and the power armor. We're going to have to drop one more thing though that's of relatively decent weight. The Bath Trail Guide. Have we actually probably read you yet? Apparently we have. Let's see if we can activate that. We're on the surface. We add trailheads to the map. Whereabouts is Bath? Bath is just up here, so apparently we added some trails in and around Bath. Cool. Cool beans. Alright, what about now? Probably not even close to. No, we need at least a full unit here. So the skeletal titanium bracing, we can't really make use of that. So we'll just take the power storage CBM, and we'll go ahead and take the basic power armor. Just carrying that along. It doesn't actually seem to be too bad for us. We seem to be able to carry it without too much strain on our body, which is always nice. And let's make our way back to our home. Our underground home. Deep in this lab. A space that has been ours for a good long while now. And this power armor, well, it can be bloody brilliant if we can get it to work properly. We can get it to essentially connect with our existing systems. And just like that, we've got a whole heap of things back here, back home. We've got to clean them off. We've got to repair them. The items that we did pick up here, they have the gold, the silver, potentially diamonds in them. We are going to have to take apart as well. But that, guys and gals, shall all be in the next. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Bran's Tale. I hope you enjoyed the new sound pack. I'm enjoying the music. The sounds, I kind of like the sounds, but I think we might potentially change some of those out. We might keep the music, but change some of the sounds out. I will wait to see what the rest of you think about that though, so I won't make any changes until the episode after the next that will be arriving on your screens. But for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.